I want to include Day. Did you want to comment on question one? How do you use backcasting in your life and work?
Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, so I think for me, I work with children and families, and I work with neurodiverse individuals. So backcasting is really important for me to, first of all, see the larger vision. I do sort of like a 360-degree view of what they are capable of, their potential, and then by me knowing that and creating that profile of learning and strengths and weaknesses, then I can use that not only to show that to them what they're capable of and what their potential is, but also to build each of the SMART goals or each of the steps that are needed, maybe each of the skills that they need to build. And by having them seeing that larger vision of what they're capable of, that's also going to help with their self esteem. And that's also going to help them moving forward to that vision. Because if they don't have that vision, if they don't have that visual or that imagery of what they're capable of, it's also going to be harder for them to gather the strength and the efforts and the motivation that they need, because especially neurodiverse individuals, some of us struggle with that motivation, and sometimes with dopamine. People with ADHD, we have that those difficulties, and so really helping them not only by holding space for that vision and being a mirror for that vision and what they are capable of, but also for me to help them build each of those goals and then checking those milestones, seeing if we are on track for that roadmap, and just helping them fine tune each of those skills that they need to build, and creating maybe smaller goals that they can use to connect with their ikigai as well. So once we know what are some of the larger milestones, we can break that down into smaller pieces, and this makes it easier for them to actually achieve that. So that's how I use that as an emotional intelligence coach and also a neurodiversity coach. That's how I help individuals really get to that larger vision. So backcasting really helps with each of the steps and identifying maybe roadblocks and barriers that we might find along the way. And once they know that we might encounter that, they are that's going to help with their self-esteem as well, and with their confidence, because they know that those are normal things that can happen along the way. But once we have that narrative and that storytelling of their potential and what they are actually capable of, that can really help them actually get there. So that's how I use it in my work. So I don't know if that answers the question, Bobby, but I'll stop for now.
Oh, I think that's phenomenal, Day. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think that resonates that if we have a narrative for the kinds of obstacles we're going to face getting to the future that we want to get to, that we can then, not that those obstacles are automatically dissolved, but that we are able to then have a narrative of what that journey is like to circumvent those obstacles or overcome those obstacles in whatever ways needed. And that is marvelous. I